We've had three big changes these past 50 years that have had a huge impact on the schools. First, we ended legally mandated racial segregation. We're still dealing with the consequences of generations of racial discrimination and poverty. African American families continue to suffer from the legacy of segregation and the lack of educational and economic opportunity over many, many years. Second, our society ended the practice of excluding children with disabilities from public schools. This has been very expensive, very challenging, but presumably no one wants to return to the days when children with disabilities were denied a free and appropriate public education. And third, because of changes in federal law, our society and our schools have experienced an enormous wave of immigration from non-English speaking nations. Many of our schools now have large numbers of children who can't read or even speak English. Public schools are not like fast food franchises. They shouldn't close and open whenever the test scores go up or go down. They are an essential public service. Every family should have a good public school in their neighborhood, just as they should have a reliable fire department, police department, and just as they should have access to state and national parks, public beaches, public libraries, police protection, clean water, fire protection. We also count amongst the blessings of the public sector good public schools, so we should expect them. Free public schools, open to everyone, are one of the foundations of our democracy. The primary role of public schools in this nation is to create informed citizens for our democracy, to prepare citizens who know how to work together and who are able to vote wisely for our leaders and to serve thoughtfully on a jury. Good education means that every child should have the arts and history and foreign languages and geography and civics and science and physical education. A good education is one where teachers are respected, not treated with disdain. We should be talking about encouraging students to think for themselves, to stand up against the crowd, to take responsibility for their lives, and to live lives of dignity and purpose. We should fund activities that promote imagination and innovation. We should think of our public schools as a precious resource, one that enrolls 90% of our children, where the charters have 4%. But it's a precious resource that must be available to future generations, not a fly-by-night operation. It's incomprehensible that the richest nation in the world cannot afford to provide a sound education to all of its children. I think what concerns me more than anything else is that if you have years and years of multiple choice standardized testing, we will squeeze out every last drop of creativity, innovation, ingenuity, the very things we need for the 21st century.